Welcome in, everybody. This is an Amble sponsored live. Hey, Coco. Hey, girl. How are you? How are you guys? Y'all, we're going to give the live a little time to build because y'all know everybody don't be knowing that I be live over here. So we got to give it a little time, which I don't mind. Give it a little time. Welcome in, everybody. Tap the screen as you come in. Share the live as you come in. Y'all drop me some FYP so we can go out to the For You page. Hey, PJ. Hey, Brownie. How are you, girl? I'm doing good. Hey, Coco. What's been going on? What has been going on, y'all? Y'all know we're going to be talking about everything GLP-1. Y'all, we're going to be talking about, I think tonight I want to talk about side effects and how to treat side effects, unless y'all have any questions about something and it's something I want me to educate on. But I wanted to go through side effects. Y'all know it'd be like the same information over and over again, and we get a better understanding of all the things. So welcome in, everybody. Share the live as y'all come in. Sway Bay 27, girl. Thank you for the follow, friend. Well, I can't, you don't have a icon. Sway Bay 27, girl. Thank you for the follow, friend. Well, I can't, you don't have a icon, so I don't know if you. Thank you for the follow. I think I'm falling between 2.5. I just been maintaining. Hey, you just been maintaining. I mean, that's not unusual. Hey, Van Zan, that's not unusual for you to fall in like maintenance where your body isn't doing anything on the scale. Is that what you're talking about, friend? You're just not having any scale movement? Because that's not unusual. Hey, Chris. Hey, Van Zan. Welcome in, everybody. Tap the screen as y'all come in. Share the live. Y'all know it's going to take a couple minutes for people to see that we're live. I did share the live to my main page, so it's going to take us a little minute, but it's cool. Just drop any questions or comments or any wins that you have had this week and last week in the chat. Remember, this is an Amble sponsored live. Hey, Fatima, how are you? Or is it Fatima? Welcome in. Hey, Crystal. Welcome in, my love. No scale movement, but I've been feeling good. Some food noises. Okay, so yeah, that's what I was thinking, friend. It's not unusual to have any scale movement. No, friend, this is not a new page. And now I'm doing all of my GLP content here, all of my health and wellness content here. Because on my big page, health and wellness content here. Because on my big page, I advertise my big page by continuing to talk about things that I want to talk about. Talk about what I want to talk about in this space freely without them just monitoring me and just like giving violation after violation. I feel more at peace over here. I'm good. The first one, I haven't seen you in a long time. Yeah, friend, it's been a minute. I have been kind of not doing a lot of lives, friend, just because creators in that space, we've been getting like a lot of violations and pages have been banned. I had an issue with my page that I'm trying to prevent from I don't want my page to go dark, so I'm just not even doing GLP-1 stuff over there anymore. Health journey, weight loss. Okay, so let's talk about the stalling. So, friend, just because you're stalling, it doesn't mean that your meds are not working. So let's just start there. You have built up a tolerance for your medicine, and it's just time for you to pivot. So you either need to go up in dose. For my friend that was saying that she's not seeing scale down, you need to increase your protein, or you need to complement your journey with something. And you can do, I love a plume. I love a plume, friends. So you can do plume, or you can add, you can increase your dose, or Topamax. You may need something. You saying that you have Topamax. You may need something. You saying that you have some food noise, so you may need to complement your GLP-1 journey with like a Contrave, Casimia, Phenamine, or something like that for if you want. Or Plumes, Hunger Houdini, Hunger Taker. You know, I love Plumes, Hunger Houdini, Hunger Taker. I don't know if you've tried those, but those are really good when it comes to food consumption and controlling it. Okay, very good. Someone else was asking me something else. Okay, so that was Coco. Somebody else was saying something and I think I missed it. I missed it. Okay, so as the chat continues to build, you guys, for those of you who are here now, for the 41 beautiful people that are here now, if you are not familiar with my platform or my pages, you guys, my name is KEASHA Dixon. I'm a registered nurse, you guys. I work under the umbrella of emergency room medicine. I'm also the charge nurse of a 20-bed outpatient unit. Y'all, I am a patient and a partner of Amble Health. So this is a Amble sponsored live, honey. I love me some Amble. You can ask anybody in the GLP-1 streets, honey. I love me some Amble. I love the patients that I care for under the umbrella of Amble. It's Plume, Coco, P-L-O-O-M, Plume. And make sure you use code NURSEK so you can get a 10% discount. I worked that out with the owner for you guys to get a 10% discount off of Plume, P-L-O-O-M, okay? So for those of you who are just coming in, if you've never met me before, I am an Amble partner. Y'all, I have been with Amble over a year and a half now. They have been taking care of me as a patient, and I have been doing education for them for over a year and a half now. Absolutely love Amble. So if you are a patient who wants to start your GLP-1 journey for whatever reason, whether you're doing it because you want to see scales coming down, whether you want to see your labs coming down, you want to change the your comorbidities and live life in great standing within your comorbidities, because not everybody takes GLP-1s for the same reason. We're not all here for the pounds down. There's some of us who wants better labs. There's some of us, Nurse K, just code Nurse K, N-U-R-S-E-K. That's it, Nurse K. There are some of us who have pre-diabetes who don't want to go into full diabetes. There's some of us who are diabetic and we want to get in control of our diabetic numbers, our A1C levels. There are some of us who have autoimmune diseases that are associated with pain. We want that anti-inflammatory aspect of the meds. There's some of us who have sleep apnea. There's some of us with cardiovascular disease that wants the cardiovascular protection. So there's some of us who have fatty livers who wants a cure for fatty liver. So, you know, not everybody is here for the same thing. So I try to speak to everyone. And for those of you who are coming in, if you are approaching this issue with your insurance, now is the perfect time for you to go to my bio and look for the LINK tree and look at those LINKs, and you will see everything that you need to see for Amble Health. We have obesity trained specialists. They put you on a plan that's specific for yourself. Hey, Lisa, I'm going to say my hellos. Let me just get this out. They're going to put you on a script that is significant for just you and what your comorbidities and what your meds that you're taking specific to you to help you get to goal, whatever that is. No physician fees, you guys. There's no shipping fee. We don't ask you to subscribe to anything. You can purchase 3, 6, 9, 12 months worth of medicines at a time. The more you purchase, the cheaper it is, you guys. And just keep in mind to make sure when you are signing up with Amble that you're signing up under an affiliate or a partner, because if you run into customer service issues, we have our own customer service person who can help you figure those things out. I'm thinking, you know, it's best for you to be under the umbrella of an affiliate so that you have someone to advocate for you. You have a person that is on the inside. Okay. So there are benefits of being under an affiliate. So Brittany says, no loss in 5 months. She says, I'm on 15 milligrams and I take Vyvanse and metformin. Oh yeah. So your pounds should really be coming down. She says, I eat right and I exercise. I'm lost. So first and foremost, Brittany, being on a GLP-1 medication, right, and I exercise, I'm lost. So first and foremost, Brittany, Being on a GLP-1 medication, I always have to say this as a nurse, just to get it out, friend. You have to understand that your GLP-1 med is not a weight loss medicine, is an endocrine medicine that's meant to change you metabolically. So I'm not sure what your comorbidities are, and I don't want you to post them in this public forum, but it takes some time for meds to change you metabolically. You know, some of us longer than others, depending upon what your comorbidities are, depending upon how well managed your comorbidities are being managed, and also lifestyle, right? And I see that you're saying that you're doing everything right. So to me, it sounds like you're protein forward, you're fiber forward, you're low fat, you're low carbs. That's what you're doing. And you're moving your body a little bit more. So it just sounds to me like you just need to give your MEDs more time to work for you. Now, there is a world where you can be on all of those things that you mentioned, the Vyvanse, the metformin, and the GLP-1, and still be stalling. So to me, it makes me wonder, okay, what can she do to help herself, get out of this, or start to see pounds down on the scale. And the thing that comes to mind is increase your protein, make sure that you're going to the bathroom, make sure that your body is purging itself, faithfully. You're taking a medicine that's delaying gastric emptying. So you want to make sure that you have great gut health by doing pre and probiotics, that you are going to make sure that you have great gut health by doing pre and probiotics, that you are protein forward. Other thing that you can do, Brittany, is different into your regimen. I don't know if you have started intermittent fasting, but intermittent fasting can help you tremendously. Stall since February, but sizes down and measurements. That's another thing. You may be losing inches. And also, friend, another thing that could be happening is if you are working out, you could be building muscle mass and losing adipose, and it's making it seem like you're not losing any weight, but what's really happening is you're gaining muscle mass and losing adipose. So that could be a thing too. Okay, so look into that. Hey Lisa, how are you? Hey Miss Lois, welcome in, my baby. Welcome in. For the 72 people who are in the chat, if you're not yet following me, click this picture. Make sure you're following me. Turn your notification bells on. Y'all, this is my backup page, Nurse Keisha. You guys know my primary page is Charge Nurse Keisha. We have over 101,000 followers on that page, y'all. But I am no longer using that page to do my lives because I get too many violations. I get too many, like TikTok, their little algorithm. It's like I can't talk how I want to talk on that page, and I can't post what I want to post on that page. For some reason, when I talk here, I don't get the violations that I get over there. So to prevent my page from being in jeopardy, we're just gonna gather here, y'all. And I don't care how many of us it is over here, just as long as we are all on the same page and we have the same 70. Click this picture, make sure you're following me. And if you are someone who wants to start your GLP-1 journey and you want to use GLP-1 meds and be under the umbrella of a clinician, go to my bio and look for the LINK tree, and you will see everything that you need to see there. It is so self-explanatory. And if you have any questions that you cannot, or that TikTok blocks here, y'all just DM me on either page, Nurse Keisha or Charge, or that TikTok blocks here, y'all just DM me on either page, Nurse Keisha or Charge Nurse Keisha. Either way, y'all, I check my DMs on both of the pages. Okay. Is my internet freezing? Because it seems to be okay on my end. Are y'all having any issues with me freezing? Anybody? Let me see. Hold on one second, y'all. Let me see. Hold on one second, y'all. Off. My Wi-Fi was off. It wasn't you. It wasn't you, Miss Lois. It was me. My Wi-Fi was off. Hey, Monica. Welcome in, my love. It was me. It was me. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Is everything better now? Are we okay? Let me repost. Okay, we're better now. Sorry, y'all. My Wi-Fi wasn't on. My apologies. So just to reiterate what I was saying, if you are someone who wants to start your GLP-1 journey, keep in mind, I am a patient and a partner of Amble Health. Y'all know I love me some Amble, honey. I love me some Amble. So if you want to start your GLP-1 journey, especially if your insurance company is about to drop you, make sure you go to my BIO and use the LINK tree, and you'll see everything that you need to see there. Okay, so let's just jump into education. Y'all know I love to start from the beginning, to educate on what the meds are, the side effects, and then if you guys have any questions in between, I can see everything that you guys are saying. I will make sure to pay close attention to the chat. Girl, I didn't even care. I was gonna sit here and listen with the freezing. Oh, thank you, friend. I appreciate that, friend. Y'all, if y'all don't mind, can y'all drop me some hashtag FYPs and share the live with at least one person? I would appreciate it. Okay, so let's just get into education. Y'all know when y'all come to this page or when y'all see me on live, y'all, I am a partner of Amble. So this is always a Amble sponsored live, okay? And I'm always going to educate from the beginning to the end, and I'm always going to pay attention to the chat. When my mods come in here, they will pin questions. Okay, if you have a question, I'm paying close attention to the chat as I educate. Okay, so this live is about GLP-1 medications, y'all. There are several GLP-1 medications. There are liraglutides, dulaglutides, you have your semaglutide and your TIRZEPATIDE. Okay, if you guys are familiar with this information, you are welcome to chime in the chat and drop some gems, because y'all, I promise y'all, I'm never the only person that is in these lives educating. My live is full of a bunch of educated, well-informed, experienced GLP-1 users. Okay, people who have had a lot of accomplishments on their journeys. So Bella, when it comes to Retta, because it's still in clinical trials, and because I'm a nurse, I don't even educate about that. Like, I try not to talk about it because it's still in clinical trials. So I have to go according to patient safety first. Okay, friend? All right. So when we talk about your liraglutides, we're talking about your Saxenda and Saxenda. What is it? Hold on, y'all. I forget. Hold on, y'all. So I know Victoza is your dulaglutide. Saxenda, what's the other one? I can't. Why am I having a brain fart? Liraglutides. Let's see. Is Saxenda? What's the other one? Help me. You're welcome. What's the other liraglutide, y'all? It's a very popular one that people are using. Brands. I don't know why I can't think of it, because I'm having a brain fart. It's two. Oh, okay. So it's Victoza and Saxenda. Okay, hold on. And then okay. So Trulicity is your dulaglutide. So your liraglutide is your Victoza and your Saxenda, right? And then your dulaglutide is Trulicity, and then you have semaglutide, and then you have TIRZEPATIDE. And I tell patients all the time, first of all, they're all amazing medications. But for the most part, we like to be on I like to call it the Beyonce and the Kelly of GLP-1s, the semaglutide and the TIRZEPATIDE. But y'all, don't ever forget about your liraglutides, which is your Victoza and your Saxenda, and your dulaglutide, which is your Trulicity. So when you are on a medication and you feel like you are stalling on that medication, y'all, you know you can switch meds. You know you can switch meds. Okay? You don't have to be on Sema or on TIRZEPATIDE. If you build up a tolerance, and we talked about what happens when you build up a tolerance. When you build up a tolerance for the medicine, it doesn't necessarily mean that your medicine is no longer working. You're just not seeing any pounds down on the scale. That's what we call a tolerance, because we have to remember all GLP-1 medications are not weight loss medications. They are endocrine medications that are meant to change you metabolically. They're meant to make you more insulin sensitive so that your body knows how to metabolize protein, fats, and carbs. Do you know, I don't know when it's going to be FDA approved, Miss Carolyn. I have no idea. I don't, baby, but I'm waiting on it. I can tell you that. So if you are taking a GLP-1, drop in the chat which one you're taking and what dose you're on, just so that we can familiarize ourselves with the different types of GLP-1s that we all take. Now, I am doing compounded TIRZEPATIDE, and I'm doing 11 milligrams once a week. That's where I am. I'm in maintenance, okay? Today, I weighed in at 167 pounds. So Miss Fit Texas Mom says she's taking 12.5 of TIRZ. Chai says that she's on MJ 15 branded. Coco is on branded Zepbound 12.5. Brittany is on TIRZ 15. Van Zandt is on TIRZ 10. Lisa, MJ 10. Miss Lois is on MJ branded 15. Lisa, so we got a little mixture. We got compound and we got branded. Lisa's on MJ 10. Monica is on compounded 7.5. Renee is on compounded 12.5. Miss Carolyn says, MJ, I dropped from 10. She says she dropped from 15 to 10. Oh, we got a Wegovy user in the chat. Miss Stacy is on one of Wegovy. Okay. PJ 33 is on TIRZ 7.5. Miss Karen is on MJ 15. Sunset Lover is on Zep 5 milligrams. Very good. Okay, so when I'm looking at what you guys are putting in the chat, and I see some people are saying MJ and some people are saying TIRZ. Some people are saying Zepbound. So if you are on branded MJ, are you on branded MJ because you're diabetic, or does your insurance cover your MJ for you? I'm very curious to know, because I know that the insurance companies formularies are about to change, and a lot of people are unhappy. They are unhappy. Simply Angie B, you said yes. Yes, what? Oh, you're diabetic? Chai says she's diabetic. I love this for you guys. I love that you guys can get your meds. What about Jardiance, baby? What about it? Y'all, Miss Lois says she pre-diabetic and her insurance covers it. Wow, that's great. That's great, Miss Lois. I love that for you. Yolanda says she's on MJ because she's diabetic. Very good. My husband is on MOUNJARO because he's diabetic. But you do know I did get him some backup. I did buy some compound as well. Only because I know the insurance companies are iffy. I know that they're iffy, so I made sure my husband has compound as well. Now, I only bought him 6 months worth, so he goes between branded and compound, but it's just to make sure he doesn't have breaks in his treatment because of the insurance companies. I just don't trust them. My insurance company covers mine, and I'm not diabetic. Oh, let me pin that. Lisa! Girl, drop in the chat what insurance company. Now I do know insurance is based upon your jobs and stuff like that, but I'm curious to know what insurance company you have so that people in the chat can investigate in the event that they have the same company. If you don't mind sharing. If you don't mind sharing, baby. For the 100 people who are in the chat, Blue Cross Blue Shield covers Zep. Got you. For the 103 people who are in the chat, if you're not yet following me, click this picture. Make sure you're following me. Turn your notification bells on. For those of you who are just coming in and you're not familiar with my platform, you guys, my name is KEASHA DiXON. I'm a registered nurse. I work under the umbrella of emergency room medicine, y'all. This live is sponsored by Amble Health. Amble is an online telehealth company, you guys, that connects you with a obesity trained specialist so that you guys can be on your way to goal in the GLP-1 space, whether it is on the scale, whether it is with comorbidities, whether it is with labs. The VA wanted me to start Contrave first before GLP-1, and I didn't want to. So, Miss Mama, that's called step therapy. Step therapy, friend. And drop in the chat if you don't know what step therapy is. Lisa says she has Cigna. Okay. Hey, his and hers holy hour. Welcome in, friend. Blue Cross Blue Shield covers. Fit Text Mom says, I have Blue Cross Blue Shield, but they have all these requirements. So it sounds to me like they may want you to do a prior authorization. Did you have to do a prior authorization? Van Zandt, do you understand what step therapy is, or do you need me to explain it? Thank you, Miss Karen. She says, I love your content. Amazing with education. Thank you, friend. That's like my grandma doing metformin before. Oh my gosh. What is it? That's like, girl, that is funny. That is funny. I hope you were meaning to be funny because, honey, that tickled me. I just went and paid out of pocket, but can you explain step there? Wait, why are you paying out of pocket when you can use the link in my bio and get your meds from Amble? Because I'm sure you pay a lot. Okay, so Map says, I work for Blue Cross Blue Shield and they do require step therapy. Blue Cross Blue Shield make you go through hoops. Miss Yolanda says, I'm on MJ and I'm diabetic. Chai says she diabetic. Okay, I'm just reading the comments that were. Okay, so let's talk about step therapy. Let me pull up my notes. So just, hey, lovable, for the 126 people who are in the chat, if you're not yet following me, turn your notification bells on so that you know when I'm live. For those of you who are just coming in, I want you to keep in mind that I am a registered nurse, you guys. I do work under the umbrella of emergency room and outpatient medicine. Y'all, I am with Amble Health. I have been on my weight loss journey for 3 years now. I told my friend about your link because he was paying $1,000 for Zepbound, and I said, oh my God, y'all, $1,000. I would have preferred him to go through the branded and use the coupon and pay $500. He really don't know. He really don't have no idea that he can do that. You know, because at most, I want you guys to get y'all medicine however y'all can get it. You know, it is not just about, what Amble can provide. You know, I want you to do what is best for you and your household, what's best for you and your treatment plan, what's best for you in your pocket. So let's just get into step therapy. I thought I had some information on here, and I'm going to ask Trudy to explain it to us better. Trudy is my AI, y'all. But just to give you some insight, step therapy is where your insurance company would want you to use a medication that's in the same class that yields the same outcome that's cheaper for them. Okay, so they would rather you take a medication that's in the same class that yields the same outcome that's cheaper to see if that works before they pay for the big guns. Do you know why Amble only go? Oh, yes. So Miss Cheryl is not just Amble. Let me pin this because that's a great question. So Miss Cheryl is asking, why is it that Amble only prescribes up to 13.5? It's not just Amble. It's so according to the FDA, the new guidelines from the FDA, and this happened way back in May, compounded pharmacy can no longer mimic branded versions of the med. Like we can no longer use their molecular formula and we can no longer use their dosing amounts. So although your medicine is a 13.5 milligram, your concentration is that of a 15. Does that make sense? Your 10 may say 11 milligrams or whatever it may be, but it's concentrated that of a 12.5. Does that make sense? Your 7.5, it may be say 6 or it may say 9. It's concentrated that of a 7.5 branded. Does that make sense? And that's what any compounded pharmacy, we can no longer use their molecular formula, which is why you have scripted meds that has like a B6 or a B12. So we have our different diluents that we can put with it. And then you also have your different dosing. So whatever that dosing is, whatever is the next up, that's actually what it is that you're taking. Okay. So the dosing is different, but the concentration is the same, if that makes sense. Okay. And here, this is another thing I wanted to talk to you guys about. When it comes to compounded medications and what your physician decides to make as the diluent, whether it's B6, whether it's B12, whether it's glycine, you guys can talk with your doctors about what you want it to be, but at the end of the day, it's going to be up to their discretion what they're going to prescribe, okay? And this is specific to amble. You know, I like to educate you guys about things to talk to your doctors about, but at the end of the day, whatever that script reads at the end is because your doctor assessed your comorbidities. They assess what medications you're already taking. They assess, some of y'all, they do labs on, and they assess what has worked or not worked in the past. So at the end of the day, when it comes to amble health, our doctors make the final decision. No matter what you discuss in your patient portals, no matter what you discuss in your consultations, our doctors are going to make the final decision based upon their experience and expertise. Do y'all understand that? Okay. For the 140 people who are in the chat, if you're not yet following me, click this picture. Make sure you're following me. Turn your notification bells on so you know when I'm live. If you're meeting me for the very first time, again, y'all, and I'm going to repeat this for my newbies because I'm on this new page. I am a registered nurse. I work under the umbrella of emergency room medicine. I am a charge nurse of a 20-bed outpatient unit. Y'all, I do them both. And I'm also a patient and a partner of Amble Health. If you are wanting to start your GLP-1 journey for whatever reason, and you cannot get it covered through your insurance companies, because I always want you to try your insurance company first. You never know. You never know whether or not you're covered or if it's on your formularies unless you call them and inquire. And all you have to do is call them and say, I want to start a GLP-1 medication. Are there any on my formulary? So let them tell you what's on your formulary, okay? So that you know what to ask your clinicians for, all right? If there's none on your formulary, you don't have no coverage for it, then you can go to the LINK tree of my BIO, and we will connect you with an obesity trained specialist who will then put you on a plan to get you to goal, whether that's the scale, whether that's maintaining or being in therapeutic range with your comorbidities, whether that is being within therapeutic range of your labs, because we're not all here the same. Whether it's you want cardiovascular protection, you want to treat fatty liver disease, you have autoimmune diseases that are associated with pain. You see, I was a healthy, obese person. I don't have any medical history outside of, I'm a breast cancer survivor, and I got rheumatoid arthritis from all of the cancer treatment that I went through. I developed an autoimmune disease secondary to my treatment when I had cancer. That's the only thing that was wrong with me when I started my GLP-1 journey. So I take GLP-1s because I don't want to gain my weight back, and because I don't want to have pain, associated with rheumatoid arthritis. I like Amble, but communication has not been great for a long time now. So Michelle, if you are under the umbrella of an affiliate, let your affiliate know. Whoever you signed up with, you need to let them know so that they can make it right for you. You have to understand, Amble went from being a small company to a big company, like overnight. When they started offering 3, 6, 9, and 12 months worth of medicines at a time, the company exploded. So we did a lot of expanding, which is one of the main reasons why you should be under the umbrella of an affiliate, because it breaks us down into smaller units so that we can get things taken care of faster. Okay. But we have gotten a lot better because we've hired a lot of clinicians. Girl, our customer service has a 4 to 8 hour response time now, and we have a whole lot of affiliates. And if you are someone who shares your journey in the GLP-1 space, if you're constantly online sharing your journey, y'all DM the page, the Amble page, and inquire about being an affiliate. Okay, because anybody can do it. Okay, this ain't like, you know, it's something that anybody could do it. Okay, you can have your own group of patients, y'all. Okay. Just make sure when you do that you give them what they need to be successful, that you show up and you share and you educate and all of that stuff. Okay. Let's see. Let me go through the chat and make sure I'm not missing anything. Hey Kim, welcome in, my love. How are you? SGB, thank you for the follow. Miss Tuck, thank you for the follow. Nadine Sams, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Yolanda, Michelle, thank you for the follow. Make sure you guys are also following my main page, which is Charge Nurse Keisha. Hey Rocio, we have over 101K followers over there on that page, where I do a lot of education on supplements. And then on this page, I do a lot of education, like deep education on GLP-1 meds, how they work, side effects, and all of the, how to get them and all of those things. Okay. So earlier when I first came on live, you know, we talked about GLP-1 meds and all of the different types: liraglutides, dulaglutides, semaglutide, tirzepatide. We talked about how everybody wants to be on the Beyonce of the meds, which is the Sema and the Terz, which is amazing. But I always want to remind you guys, if your body is building up a tolerance for these meds, it's okay for you to switch it up. If you are on the highest dose of tirzepatide, which is the best, which is not the best, but is the strongest strength GLP-1 out there, that is FDA approved for diabetes, well, metabolic disorders. Let me just say that, because I don't want to say it's FDA approved for weight loss, because it's not yet. Zepbound is, though. Zepbound is, but we have a lot of problems with our insurance covering it. So if you are someone who wants to start your journey and you cannot get these meds through your insurance company, again, I'm going to say this over and over again. Start with your insurance company, see what is on your formulary, see what you can get on your formulary. And I say that as a nurse, because if you can get these meds through your insurance company, you have someone that's going to help you pay for them. And one of the biggest reasons why patients fail with these type of therapies is because of money. Okay, so if you can get your insurance company to cover, make sure you vet them. Okay. Crackerjack 398 says, I'm losing coverage in January. So friend, I would recommend, listen, let me pin this, because you took the words right out of my mouth. Boom. So if your insurance company drops you from formulary, the first thing that I would say is do a prior authorization appeal. Do a prior authorization. See if your doctor can submit clinical notes. Now, you know, when you do a prior authorization, there are some things that you're going to have to submit. Like there's going to be some guidelines that you are going to have to make sure that you meet before your insurance company covers it. But if you don't do the prior authorization and you don't know what those guidelines are, how are you going to give yourself the opportunity to meet them? You understand what I'm saying? You never know. So I always tell every patient, if you have insurance, make sure you do a PA. Because you never know. You never know. I'm down 124, overall 88 on Zep in 15 months. Congratulations to you, friend. And listen, if all else fails and you can't get these meds covered through your insurance company, you come right to my bio, my bio, and look for the LINK tree. And once you look in there, you're going to see everything that you need to see. I have too much control over they have too much control over our health. We have to fight back. Beautiful. And you know what the problem is? It's just going to get worse. It's just going to get worse. Thank you, Rocio, for pinning that. Rocio put in the chat the price point for our TIRZ, you guys. And I want you to keep in mind that there's no physician fees with Amble. You don't have to subscribe to anything. You don't have to pay for shipping. Most times doctors won't ask for labs unless you have something going on in your comorbidity, because remember, they are doctors first. You may have some things going on in your comorbidities that the clinician wants to do labs, but a lot of times labs aren't required. And you can order 3, 6, 9, 12 months worth of medicines at one time. The more you order, the cheaper it is. Y'all, you can use Klarna, Afterpay, Affirm. You can use your FSA. I purchased 6 months worth of meds through my FSA for my husband and my daughter this year. So just keep that in mind. Beautiful Epic Living says, Amble for the win. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. And also, you don't need any code, baby. All you have to do is just go to my bio and use the LINK tree. Just once you click on that, baby, it's so, I made it so self-explanatory for y'all. It's not even funny. Hey, Side to Side. So Mo says, I just went through an appeal process. I'm covered for 2026. Was scared for a minute. You see what I'm saying? Let me pin that. Let me pin that. This is what I'm saying when it comes to your insurance companies. Y'all, don't be scared to challenge them, because you never know. The only failed attempt is no attempt. Even if they deny you, the only failed attempt is no attempt. Okay? Girl, tell us your ways. Listen. They want to know, what did you do? Do they provide needles? Yes, friend, they do. They provide your meds. They provide alcohol swabs. They provide your needles. And also, if you sign up underneath this platform, I come on twice a week. Well, you know, I had been doing twice a week, but we'll see. 2 to 3 days a week I'm on for an hour, 15 minutes to an hour and a half, and I'm doing complete education, me personally. I do complete education from what the medicines are, how they work, side effects, and all of the things, and then drop any comments in the chat, and I make sure to address y'all's comment. My nurse actually helped me do the appeal. Y'all, Mo says her nurse helped her. Okay. So just to circle back to GLP-1s and getting back into the education of it all. Do y'all see what Florida FLA 2028 is saying? Carolyn says, my doctor told me that my insurance wasn't going to pay for MJ anymore. I called my insurance and got myself approved. Y'all see what I'm saying? The only failed attempt is no attempt. And listen, when it comes to your prior authorizations, if you get a failed attempt, you have the right to know why it failed. You have the right to know why they denied you, because that's where your appeals come in. That's how you fight them, because your denial may be because they misspelled your name. Your denial can be because they put the wrong birthday. It could be the simplest things, y'all. The simplest things. And as we talk about PAs, my sister does prior authorizations. That's what she do for a living. I can't tell you what company she does it for, but because of all of these changes that are happening with insurance companies, she's about to start doing lives to give you guys insight. So if you're not following Summers Aquila, make sure you guys are following Summers Aquila, my sister. My insurance said my doc can file a PA in January. Boom. So yes, doing prior authorizations are very important. If you have that insurance, use that insurance. You pay them damn premiums every 2 weeks off them paychecks. Do I wait until my insurance denied? I got the letter saying that ZEP is not covered. So if you got a letter saying that it's not covered, I would do my prior authorization. I would do my prior authorization, because you have to do the PA to get denied. Right now, they're just telling you it's not covered.
You make the rice.
Okay.
How much
I don't know.
What do you mean?
Huh?
No, what do you mean?
Here, can you put something to drink in here for me?
Yeah, about like an hour and a half.
Thank you. So here's the thing. If you're doing, I would say do a PA for both of them, because it depends on your insurance company and what your insurance company is saying. You're distracting me.
What seasonings?
I'm going to do all of that.
I'm going to help you. What seasonings and what?
I just want Nunu's,
so that you don't have to
garlic powder and onion powder and cayenne pepper. And get me a habanero pepper out the freezer. Go get me a drink.
Nunu's garlic powder. Okay, I already remember.
Thank you.
What's the last powder?
Cayenne pepper.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, I got denied because they wanted me to try Ozempic, and I've been on TIRZ for 3 years. Real tricky. Oh, Mo, that's another thing. They will want you to try another med. So this is what I would say. This is why I be telling y'all it is always good to have you a compound pharmacy in your back pocket, because you see how they're telling you they want you to do Ozempic first is because that's the step therapy process. And you know what? I would do it. It is crazy. It is crazy that they want you to do that, but that's the part of their process. You know, it almost makes me feel like they try to discourage us. I would have gotten that script. You do whatever it is they tell you to do it, because all it's going to do is get you approved for what you need to be approved for at the end of the day. Okay. Meanwhile, in between time, you could be using your compounded pharmacy to make sure you're not dropping off, because listen, I have boxes of MJ in my refrigerator. I have boxes of Zepbound branded and Ozempic from me having to go through all of those things with my insurance companies. All of whatever it is they tell you to do it so that you can get to where you need to be at the end of the day. Okay. And if you can afford to have a compounded pharmacy in the background, get you a compounded pharmacy in the background. Okay. Said it makes you sick with GI problems, the Ozempic. So that is semaglutide does give you more patients do experience harsher side effects with semaglutide. Now that is clinical, that is a evidence-based study. Is TIRZ the only GLP GIP? Yes. Yes, it is at this time. Gretchen says, I can't even request a new PA until January 2nd. Insurance drops at bound on the 1st. I have 1 pack left. So Gretchen, if you have a pack of 4, that's going to buy you some time to do your PA, friend, because it only takes a couple days for a PA to come back. And if you feel like your window of opportunity is closing in on you, then you can get Amble to send you a couple of doses. So you don't have to have any breaks in your journey. You can do compound meantime in between time, because that's what I did. I got 10 months of MJ and 6 months plus TIRZ. LOL, accidentally ordered TIRZ. It's okay. Let me pin that. Boom. So, when in PJ, the only reason why I have so much MJ in my refrigerator is because when we were having all of that, when we were having distribution issues, it took me one time, friend, to go to the pharmacy and they did not have my MJ. That's when I signed up under Amble a year and a half ago. And I've been with Amble ever since. So I have branded and compound in my refrigerator. Okay. So right now I'm using my compound just to save my branded, some of my branded Wegovy and some of my branded MOUNJARO or Zepbound. It doesn't expire till the end of 2026, the beginning of 2027. So I got a long time before I use those. So I've been using compound meantime in between time. Somebody I sent an invitation to, I did not mean to. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm just scrolling to make sure I'm not missing anyone's comment. So don't come up. Let's see. So Florida, I'm sorry. I'm hoping that stands for Florida. FLA 2028 is asking about Retta. So I don't really do too much education on Retta because it's not yet on the market. It's still in clinical trials. So because I'm a nurse, I have an obligation not to talk about that. I don't talk about it in my lives, but I do talk about it privately. Now, I do education on it, and I do talk about clinical, studies, but I don't really talk too much about it because it's not something that I can offer. We don't offer it at Amble, and remember, this is an Amble sponsored live, so I don't really talk too much about it. Okay. Mo says I tried Ozempic, I couldn't tolerate it. Oh, bad rashes. So my nurse fought for me. Oh my goodness, friend. So I wonder what was it in your sema that caused you to have a rash that you're not having in your in your TIRZ, because your sema has GLP-1, but your TIRZ has GLP-1 and GIP. How should I request maintenance as I just reached my goal? Okay, Tasha, this is what I did. Now, I don't want to tell you what to do. I just want to tell you about my experience, because people do it differently, okay? What I did was I went all the way up to 15 milligrams when I got to goal. Now, goal for me was a look. It wasn't a number. My goal has never been a number. Now, I thought about what I would look like at a number, but I've never tried to reach that number, because once my body started looking how I wanted it to look and how I felt confident, I just called that maintenance. And for me, that's size 165 pounds to 175. Anywhere in between that, I love the way my body looks. Like, I'm nice and full. I feel, I like the nice voluptuous shape. I like that my face, it doesn't feel hollow. When I was approaching 140s, friend, my eyes was sunken. I had like my jaws was sunken. I just did not look right. My head looked too big. Friend. Oh, look at my head. I already got a big head. So, I'm like, okay, Keisha, you need to put 10 pounds back on and just stay at 160. So what I did was I went from 15 milligrams, and I started to backtrack all the way until my food noise got loud. So I went from 15 to 12.5. I still was doing really good. I wasn't really losing weight. So I went down to 10. I was doing great. Still wasn't having an appetite, just doing really good, very balanced. And then I went down to 7.5 because I was trying to see what dose can I stay on to maintain, to keep me from gaining weight and also prevent me from losing weight. So when I got to 7.5, friend, my food noise was so loud. I wanted to eat everything. And I was like, I can't do 7.5. 10 is where it's at for me. So that's how I decided where I needed to be in maintenance. Okay. But it's different for everybody. Some people in maintenance, their maintenance is they're staying on the highest dose and doing every 10 days, or they're doing every 2 weeks. That's now, that's with the approval of your doctor, because my doctor does know everything. Listen, my patient portal is full of communication. Some people do. My daughter does once every 21 days. My sister does once every 21 days. My husband does every other week. So maintenance is different for everybody. It just depends on how your body responds to GLP-1s, and it depends on where it is you want to stay, or do you have loud food noise? Are you, those type of things. I don't want to put all kind of thoughts in your head, but it just depends on what you're trying to do in maintenance. For me, in maintenance, I don't want to gain weight, and I don't want to continue to lose weight. So I don't want my food noise to be loud. Those are three important things. And so for me, what I do in maintenance is I do 11 milligrams of TIRZ every week, 11 milligrams. And I do every other day Plumes, Hunger Houdini, and Hunger Taker every other day. Now I do the Plumes, Hunger Houdini, and Hunger Taker because I feel like in maintenance, I just get, I've gotten a little bit comfortable. I've added things back to my diet. Like I've added rice every now and then. I'm going to be eating rice tonight. Now, I've never eaten anything today. That's another thing. I'm a night owl, so I sleep all day. I work nights. I record my videos at night. Y'all, I go live at night. I work bedside at night. So everything I do is at night, and I eat at night. I don't eat during the day. So that's another reason why I have to do Plume, because it helps me with my food consumption control, right? And thank you, Rocio, for pinning the Plume. These are the Plume products that I use, y'all. If you purchase with Plume, remember to use code NurseK when you check out, because you can get a 10% discount. And the Plume products are just Hunger Houdini, controls food consumption, and Hunger Taker is a super blend of probiotic. And when you take them, you can take Hunger Houdini by itself for it to control hunger consumption, or you can take it with the Hunger Taker and it just maximizes it. For me, it was recommended to me from the chat, and the chat was right for me. Okay, so that's what I do in maintenance. Now, someone has said something, I missed it. PJ says, I'm a type 2 now, under control, but not when I started on TIRZ. I did not know it until obesity doctor told me. Wow. So PJ, I'm curious to know, what's your A1C level been running? PJ, what was your highest A1C? And now what is your A1C? If you feel comfortable putting it in the chat. Hey Amanda, welcome in, my baby. Y'all, so Fix Text Mom says, I knew Contrave wouldn't work, but they wanted me to try for months before prescribing my GLP-1. You know why, friend? And listen, I don't think I explained what step therapy was. Not in my brain, y'all. This is my ADHD showing up. If you guys are not familiar with what step therapy is, just put step therapy in the chat and I'll go back to step therapy because I forgot to explain that. But speaking to the Contrave, I feel like patients do better when Contrave is a complement to GLP-1s. I mean, now that's just my personal opinion, just based on educating for the last 3 years and listening to patients report things. It seems like patients do better when Contrave is complemented. And for those of you who don't know what Contrave is a combination of 2 meds that helps with sugar cravings. It helps to control food consumption. Question, please. I'm craving sweets. What plume product would you suggest? Monica Hunger Houdini. Because Hunger Houdini has saffron extract. Saffron extract. Hey, Kima. Saffron extract is a natural food consumption controller. Okay, and I'm saying it that way to keep from triggering TikTok. Is a food consumption controller. Now, here's my disclaimer. For me, Hunger Houdini, y'all, and drop it in the chat if y'all think that Hunger Houdini and Hunger Taker Today give you maximum appetite suppression. So you have to watch how much you don't eat on that med. So you know, if you are taking something to control your appetite, you have to make sure that you are eating. So whatever your calorie deficit is, you have to meet that calorie deficit every day. Because if you don't, then your body is going to think that it's starving. I got my computer on because I got stuff to do when I get off live and I don't want it to go dark on me. You have to make sure that you are meeting your calories every day, or your body will think that if something's wrong, and it will hold on to every single thing that you eat and drink. Every single thing that you eat and drink, and you can stall that way. Okay. Map says those plume products are the bomb. Ever since Nurse K hit me on, friend, listen, and let me tell you something. I don't feel like in maintenance, I can't do maintenance without my plume. It has helped me. So it has kept me from snacking. It has helped me to control like all of these sugary drinks. Like this right here is a little cocktail, right? If I wasn't taking my plume, y'all know those ninja, what is it called? Those ninja ice mixer, those ninja blending, what are they called? Frozen drink machines. I promise y'all, if I wasn't taking my plume, I could fill that whole thing up and drink that whole thing by myself. But whenever I am taking my plume on my plume days, I'm a 1 to 2, like this right here. This is my second one. Y'all. And that's just gonna be it. Not the creamy, it's the what do they call, y'all? Help me. Not the creamy. And to answer your question, Roxanne, no, it doesn't make you jittery at all because none of plume slushy machine. Thank you, Dale. None of plume products are stimulants. Girl, they're all natural. They're all natural. So saffron extract is a natural appetite consumption controller. Clinical studies show that you only need 175 milligrams of saffron extracts for it to control your appetite. But plume has 185 in it. It's so good. And I used to be able to show them to the screen, but now TikTok gives you a violation for that, because they want they don't want you recommending anything that's not on TikTok. And it's not on TikTok. Actually, the gentleman that owns Plume is in our GLP-1 community, guys, and he made these products specifically to the GLP-1 community. So it's Plume's Hunger Houdini and Hunger Taker. I take both of them every other day. I take them together. I used to be able to show y'all, but I can't show y'all anymore. I can't show y'all the bottles, but it's PLOOM. And make sure you use code NURSE-K when you check out, and come back and let me know how it go. And mind you, I know I used to show y'all everything. Mind you, when you take Plume, if you decide to take it every day, because you can take it every day. It was made for you to take it every day. The only reason why I do every other day is because I wasn't eating enough. Like my legs was cramping, my toes was cramping. I mean, like real Charlie horses that would last forever. It was just so painful. And it was because I wasn't, 9 times out of 10, if you're not eating, you're not drinking enough. So I wasn't eating enough, and I wasn't drinking enough while I was taking it every day. So I ain't had no choice but to take them every other day. And every other day, it lasts me. Like my appetite is under control for like 2 days. 2 days. And I take it with food. Take my Deuce on the Loose every night just as a precaution. Very good. Now, PJ, are you taking 1 tablet of your Deuce on the Loose or 2? Because I take 1 tablet of Deuce on the Loose with my morning meds. I don't do the 2 tablets. I do the 1 tablet. And then I do my husband. Y'all hear my husband? He in the garage arguing with his twin. I do Benefiber, and I'll do Belly Welly, and I do Bella Detox 3 days a week. But I am going to the bathroom every day. Oh, it depends on your mood. Yeah. I go to the bathroom every single day, y'all. I don't miss. And I make sure of it because, mind you, I had chronic constipation before I even started GLP-1. So I just treat my body as if I'm going to be constipated. And I have experienced constipation so bad when my mama had to come put some gloves on and help me. You understand? And it was not pleasant. I was like, never again. Miss Deb said she do Belly Welly every Monica says same. You do Belly Welly every other day? I don't do Belly Welly every Miss Deb says she do Belly Welly every day. Miss Deb, I would say I do Belly Welly at least 4 days a week. I'm very consistent with it, for sure. Very consistent with it. But my Deuce on the Loose, and y'all, that's another Plume product, is a stool softener. I do that every day. 1 tablet though. And I think the bottle calls for 2, but I do 1 because I'm doing Benefiber, Belly Welly, Bella Detox. Y'all, I even rub my stomach with castor oil when I get out of the bathtub, Mag 7 if I need, but I haven't needed it. Also magnesium I take nightly. Also Belly Welly daily. Oh, very good. Very good. So you got you a good little regimen. Because listen, y'all, it is so important if you're taking GLP-1s to make sure that you're doing some type of bowel regimen. You have to. It's a must, because even if you don't feel like you are experiencing constipation, you may not be evacuating your colon completely. All right. When you're having a bowel movement, the whole goal of having a bowel movement is for you to evacuate your colon, and you want your colon to be evacuated to the point where the nutrients that you are taking in, that your colon can uptake, because that's the whole point of your colon, is for it to uptake nutrients. Kima, I don't know why it wants to. There you go. Thank you. I don't know why it was trying to mute you. But she says, I got a new oil for you to try, lymphatic oil on that. And I need it, friend, because my lymphedema is so bad. Let me show y'all. My lymphedema is so bad right now, but I go to my orthopedic doctor tomorrow. Let me show y'all. I can't even lift my arm. Look how big this arm is, y'all. It's so big. Y'all see that? It's all lymphedema. Oh, let me do this way. Look how big my arm is. Y'all see this? I'll go see my doctor tomorrow. That's all fluid back there. This. It's so painful. Yeah. For those of you who are not familiar, I had a bilateral mastectomy and I suffer with lymphedema, which is another reason why I will never stop taking my GLP-1 medication, because my GLP-1 medicines help me with inflammation, and it also helps me to control my lymphedema because I have no lymph nodes. So fluid does not drain from underneath my armpits. Like, it doesn't drain my arms. So my arms get real heavy and they get really swollen, primarily back here. So my arm is so painful. So I have to go see my doctor tomorrow. I can't even lift my arms up. They're so big, and the other one is just as big. But this one is bigger. Hey, Erica, welcome in, my love. Welcome in. What were we talking about? For the 150 people who are in the chat, do you still do Bella? I do 3 days a week. 3 days a week. I do Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. Van Zandt, I do massage. I used to do massages once a week, but because I am going to NP school, I had to cut my massages down to once every 3 weeks because it's expensive. I pay out of pocket for my lymphatic massages. It's very expensive. Very. For the 160 people who are in the chat, if you're not yet following me, click this picture. Make sure you're following me. Turn your notification bells on. Y'all, this is a Amble sponsored live. Thank you, Erica. This is a Amble sponsored live, you guys. So if you are someone who wants to start your GLP-1 journey, your insurance is acting up, your insurance is dropping you, you're going through difficult prior authorizations, because I tell y'all, do your PA with your insurance. Try to get your insurance to help you if you can. Okay, how did I say that? The only difficult PA is the one that was not done. Okay, do it. Whether they deny you or not, still fill it out, because you just never know. All right, and if you have a problem with difficult prior authorizations, just come to my BIO, go into my LINK tree, and you'll see everything you need to see for Amble Health. And keep in mind, again, there's no physician fees. There's no shipping. You don't have to subscribe to anything. We don't necessarily ask you for labs unless you have something going on where the docs feel like they need to do labs on you. Because if they feel like they need to do the labs, y'all, they will order labs. Okay, they are doctors, but primarily they don't ask for that unless you have something going on. And just keep in mind that you can pay using Affirm, Afterpay, Klarna. You can use your FSA cards to pay for your meds as well. And you can order 3, 6, 9, and 12 months at a time. Okay, so keep all of that in mind. For the 161 people who are in the chat, make sure you're following me and turn your notification bells on. And listen, if you guys are shy in the chat and you have a question you don't feel comfortable asking live, DM me. Okay. How long have you been on compound with Amble? 1.5 years. I started with Amble April of 2025. April of 2024. I'm sorry. April of 2024. I added KPV and GHKCU, and girl, the pain in my knees, back, disc pain management, doctor, I go, but no more posts. Okay, so PJ, I just want to make sure I'm understanding. You're saying that the pain is gone, right? Oh, Miss Deb, that's so sweet. Oh my goodness. I am so happy for you, PJ. Miss Deb, that is so sweet. Joni is asking, can you get Lipo C month to month? Absolutely. You don't have to go through Amble just to get GLP-1s. We have Lipo C, we have NAD, we have glutathione, we have semaglutide. So yeah, we have hey Kendall, we have GHKCUs, we have skincare, we have, listen, Amble has a lot of stuff. You just have to go in there and poke around into the website and look. Ms. Deb says, I invested in 12 months of TIRZ for the savings. Yeah, it is cheaper. If you can afford to do the 12 months, That's the best route. It's the cheapest way to go. You can afford it. Thank you, Nebulizer. Am I saying that right? Let me see. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate you. Oh my goodness. Let me scroll back. So Lindsay says, hi there. Here's TikTok not sending notifications. Girl, you know, I don't expect them to send notifications anymore. I don't. I just ask my chat to share my live for me. I asked my chat to share my lives. Yellow Star 39, no baby, there's no membership fees through this company. No, we don't. There's no membership fees. We don't ask you to subscribe to anything, friend, at all. You can purchase though. You can purchase 3, 6, 9, or 12 months worth of meds, friend, and you can pay for it with Afterpay, Affirm, Klarna. You can use your FSA, friend, but no, you don't have to subscribe to anything. Absolutely not. So does anybody have any questions about what these meds are? Does anybody have any questions about side effects? Because y'all know I got to get into my education. So we talked about the different types. We talked about what they are, GLP-1's and GIP. Your semaglutide is your GLP-1. Your tirzepatide is your GLP-1 and your GIP. Your semaglutide is going to help you with delayed gastric emptying. It's going to make you more insulin sensitive. And then when you go over to adding GIP, that helps you. It's like an additional fat burner. Okay, that's why patients have more results with TIRZ than Sema. But Sema is just as good as tirzepatide. You just may lose a little bit slower. But friend, I know a lot of patients. I know over 100 people who have lost over 100 pounds with just that initial dose of semaglutide. I experienced my first side effect. I was freezing cold. Oh my gosh, friend. Listen, friend. You're going to have to invest in you some sweats. Look at this cute little set I got on. You need to invest in you some little sets like this. You know, I'm just wearing it as a little style because I was doing some videos before I came on live. Invest in you some little sets like this. Friend, get you a heating pad. Get you a heating blanket. They have the little hand warmers. I had some little hand warmers, but some little hand warmers that you can hold in your hand. Some little snuggy socks, some little what you call those things that we used to use, that we used to put, leg warmers. Girl, get you some leg warmers, all of the things. Nebulizer said I bought me some hand warmers. Aren't they amazing? I have some too, girl, but I don't think they're not in here. They're not in here. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? The hand warmers, the things that you hold in your hand and they keep you warm, or you put some gloves on and you put the hand warmers in there and they keep your hands warm, or you can put them in your socks. I love those things. I need that brown robe you have. Ah! Friend, were you the one who asked me to send the link for the brown robe? I went to look for it, but I bought that robe from Naked Wardrobe and I didn't see it on there anymore. It's called a cardigan robe. It's amazing. It's so thick and so heavy, but it's on nakedwardrobe.com. Okay? They always have like the cutest things on there. So yeah, it's a nice little robe, girl. I'm attached to it. Yeah, I don't think it's on there anymore, but just go back and check, Dale. I went and looked it up to send you the link for it so that you can click the link and just purchase it. But I ain't see it on there, friend. Now, I can't promise you that I went through the whole website, but I typed it in. I typed the name of the robe in and it didn't come up. And I also typed in robe and it didn't come up. Now, it could be under coats. It could be under sweaters. I didn't do all of that, okay? I'm getting my labs ran. 23. Which lab do doctors run for A1C? It's for I'm getting my labs ran. Which lab do doctors run for A1C? That's what it's called. Your hemoglobin A1C. I'm not understanding what you're asking me, baby. Honestly, I'm not understanding. So, somebody texted me. Hold on, make sure it's not one of my mods. No, child. It's the people trying to get me to spend money. Okay. Water check, everybody. Water check. So, okay. So we talked about my little boy's trying to come in here. So we talked about the different types of GLP-1s. We talked about what semaglutide is, what tirzepatide is, side effects, common side effects, and how to treat them. Nausea, or how to identify them. Nausea, sometimes nausea is gonna be is gonna present itself with some upset stomach, just like a sour feeling, upset stomach. You may have watering in your mouth. Smells may make you feel weak. So how do you treat nausea? You can keep peppermints with you. You can keep peppermint oil with you. You can get you some ginger chews. You can get you some Upspring Settle Drops. That's all of the things that you do before you start using your scripted meds. Now, the scripted med that I would recommend you ask your doctors for when you are nauseated, and I feel like you guys should have this if you're on GLP-1s, because, you know, sometimes the GLP-1s can get the best of us. And that medicine is called Zofran. Zofran is something that your doctor will easily prescribe to you. If you are nauseated and you're having a hard time with nausea and you have Zofran, you can ask your doctors for something that's called Reglan, Reglan. Reglan helps. And then if the Reglan does not help, then you can ask your doctors for phentermine. Okay, so those are the things that you can ask your doctors for. And this is just some FYI stuff that I like, just some gems I like to drop before I get off live. Okay, so that's nausea. Anybody have any questions about nausea? I experienced low glucose on Zepbound. Ooh, let me pin this. So Kim, let me tell you something, friend. If you, anybody in the chat, if you experience a low blood sugar while you're on GLP-1s, it is not your medicine that did that to you, friend. It's because you are not consuming enough calories. It's not your medicine, because your that medicine's mechanism of action is not to drop blood sugar. That's what insulin does. Okay? It's not to drop blood sugar. It's to make you more insulin sensitive, so that when you start eating, your body starts breaking down fats, proteins, and carbs and metabolizing them and excreting them in the way they're supposed to. That's what the medicine does. Now, the side effect is delayed gastric emptying, appetite suppression. So you're experiencing the side effect of appetite suppression. But even though you're experiencing appetite suppression, friend, guess what you still got to do? Anybody in the chat? Anybody? If you are experiencing appetite suppression, guess what you still got to do? So you have to be creative, okay? So even though you are at a calorie deficit and you're experiencing appetite suppression, baby, you have to eat some fruit. You have to drink you a protein shake. Let me tell you something, friend. There was a time when I had so much appetite suppression on my GLP-1s, I had to buy high calorie protein shakes. Y'all know those? The high calorie protein shakes by what's the name of the company? Let me find the name of the company. Premier has has high calorie protein shakes. So if you say, for instance, your calorie, you have decreased your calorie intake to 1,800 calories, but you have no appetite. Like you is no way you're going to be able to eat anything. You need to make sure you have some high calorie protein shakes in your refrigerator so that they're cold. To make them more palatable, and you sip on it, get it in, friend, because if you don't, If you don't, then your body is going to feel like it is starving. It's going to hold on to every single thing that you eat and drink, everything. How long does it take for the side effects to come on after you take your meds? It's different for everybody, Charlotte, because we all metabolize meds differently. Some people don't even have side effects, baby. Some people don't. I was just about to read Miss Deb's comment. Thank you for pinning it. Miss Deb says, I can second that. She says, if I don't eat several times a day, my blood sugar drops and I have fainted. Oh my goodness, Miss Deb. Oh, wow. MRE also has 40 grams of protein shakes. Boom. See, I told y'all I'm never the only person that be educating in the chat. Never. So if you know, especially if you are a diabetic, you know you have to eat. You know you have to eat. And you have to make sure you're eating something where your blood sugar can maintain that blood, like a complex carb, where your body is going to maintain or hold up that blood sugar level. Okay? So you have to eat. You got to get creative. You have to get creative. I'm sorry. Ms. Deb says, as long as I eat, I'm fine. So Kim says, I don't know why they're trying to shadow your comment, Kim. Let me pin it. Someone says OWN. Am I saying that right? OWN is good as well. Kim says, believe me, I learned that night. She says, guys, set an alarm as a reminder to eat. It was serious. Yeah. Yeah. You cannot, your body, if you have like low blood sugars, you will feel it. First of all, it'll start making you feel really sleepy. So if you know you're not eating and your body starts to feel sleepy, it's not that you're sleepy, friend. Your blood sugar could be so low, you could be going into what we call diabetic comas. And this is for diabetics or a person, if you don't even have diabetes, if you don't eat enough food and your blood sugar drops, it will take you into let's just say it this way, a hypoglycemic coma. Hypoglycemia is low blood sugar. Okay. So you don't want that to happen. So you keep you some protein drinks around you. Y'all keep your green supplements around you. And if you have to get you some high calorie protein shakes, just get you some high calorie protein shakes. Just make sure that you're meeting your protein goal, whatever that deficit is. If it's 1,800 calories that day, make sure you consume 1,800 calories that day. Learn what your protein goals are so that you can meet your protein goals every day, so that you do not have muscle wasting, so that you don't have so that you can prevent your skin from sagging as much as you possibly can, because you want to keep your muscle tone so that when you start losing adipose, you gain muscle in that area. Does that make sense? So getting your protein in is very important, y'all. Thank you, Side to Side, for posting protein examples. Getting your protein in is very important. Okay, making sure that you are consuming collagen peptides, very important. Why? Skin, hair, nails, and joints. It helps all of those things. Thank you for your lives. I've learned so much. Oh, you're welcome, friend. You're welcome. Meeting your water goals every day. You must meet your water goals. You got to have water in to have your bowel movements. Okay? Water helps your bowel movements. Fiber helps your bowel movements. Fiber helps your cardiovascular system. It cleans out your arteries. This is what is making fiber is one of the things that you choose to increase while you're on your journey to help clean out the plaque build up on your arteries. This is why y'all start seeing low LDLs, all right, and better HDLs. Okay, this is what helps you decrease triglycerides. Fiber not only does it make you go to the bathroom, it cleans out your vascular system. It's so important. You need to be taking fiber every day. Protein forward, meet your protein goals. Fiber forward, low fat, low carbs. Okay, and move your body more than what you had been moving it. Mika, NeoCell is amazing. You welcome, Monica. You welcome, my love. Thank you for being in here, baby, so I ain't talking to myself. For the 150 people who are in the chat, first of all, thank you guys for getting me up to 46.4K likes in the live. If you're not yet following me, click this picture. Make sure you're following me. Make sure y'all are following both my pages. We have almost 3K followers here. And then we have over 101K followers on my primary page. Y'all know my primary page has all of the health information related to supplements over there. And then we do GLP-1 talk over here because it's safer. But I'm still giving you the education that you need to maintain your journey. And I'm experiencing supplements, y'all. I am getting discount codes for us through these supplement companies for my followers. I am working with this company right now. Is a fiber and greens company. I'm trying to build a relationship with them so that we can have something that's specific for the GLP-1 community. Y'all, I got so much stuff going on that is not even funny. But I am so trust and believe me, when y'all be seeing all of those supplements on my primary page, it's so that we can have options and great options. Okay? Just because it's a green supplement company, we don't want it just because it's greens. We want it to taste good. We want our supplements to be implemented in our journey as if we've been doing these things our whole life. It's bad enough that we're already sacrificing, but just help us make it easy. There's so much product out there, so many different blends that they can use. There's so many different flavor things that they can use to make it easy for us. We spending our money. It needs to be good at the end of the day. I'm noticing the differences with NeoCell. Definitely seen a difference. I've been on it for about a month. That's amazing, friend. That's amazing. Charlotte says, I make a dip out of non-fat plain Greek yogurt and ranch powder. Oh, wow. Makes a great dip for Quest chips. Y'all know Quest chips are a protein chip. So that's another thing. If you're having a hard time eating, you got to get creative with your protein. You got protein drinks. And they have good protein snacks. Quest chips are amazing. You ever did a nachos Bel Grande with Quest chips? Do y'all know what nachos Bel Grande is? I love a good nachos Bel Grande. Or some nachos and you use the Quest chips as the base and then you put all the rest of your toppings. Y'all, they're so good. Y'all know what else is good? What's the company that has the potato chips? Because Quest chips are they look like Doritos. But there's another company that use chicken as chips, but it's chicken. I love lemonade. They have some Wild. Yes. Oh, y'all. If y'all don't know what Wild chips are, baby, Wild chips have me in a chokehold because whatever it's flavored with, it also tastes like chicken, and I love chicken. Oh my God. Charlotte, so I don't know where you live at, Charlotte, but we have a store here in Texas. It's called HEB, girl. Wild always have a sale for us. So I don't find them to be too expensive. But I don't share them. So I understand where that concept is coming from. They're too expensive to share. Oh my goodness. Just Right says the chicken and waffle ones are my favorite. Girl, and don't they taste just like a damn chicken and waffle? Charlotte, I didn't know you were in California, girl. I did not know that. I did not know that, friend. You're a Cali girl. You are a Cali girl. Wow. So who said chicken broth? Okay, so Charlotte said chicken broth. So that's another way for you guys to get y'all's protein in. You can make bone broth. How many of y'all saved y'all's ham bone from Christmas to make soup with? I saved my roast bone I saved my turkey bone and my ham bone to make soup with. How many of y'all threw that bone away? He's smothering chicken. What did I say? Christmas? Yes, Thanksgiving. I got all three of those bones in the freezer. Cause I'm making soup. I'm making soup with my turkey bone. I'm gonna make some soup with my turkey bone, and I'm gonna make some. I'm gonna make soup with all of them. Charlotte says she don't share her Quest chips with her husband. My Thanksgiving was amazing. Did y'all all take y'all injection for Thanksgiving? I took mine. Let me go buy these. I pass by them all the time. Kendall, you have to try them and get the flavor that you get them in the flavor that you eat in chips. Start with them there, because not all of them. Well, I actually like all of the Quest chips, and I actually like all of the Wild chips. But just get the flavor that you identify with before you try crazy flavors. Cracker Jack says, I love not wanting to overeat. Me too. I love not wanting to overeat. Now, I was able to eat everything. You know, like I was able to taste everything. I ate everything, including I had my husband had bought a chocolate covered pecan pie. Can you imagine? Now, we threw half the pie away because it sat on the table 3 days after Thanksgiving. You know, it was just still on the table. We threw half the pie away, but we was able to indulge in it a little bit. It's so freeing. I'm trying to tell you, like, you know, I think back on before I was on GLP-1 medications. Just think about how much you were able to eat back then. And I'm not talking about just the food that you eat on your plate. I'm talking about what you would eat for breakfast. Think about what you would eat for breakfast. I could remember having a plate that had pancakes, grits, eggs, bacon, tomato with a side of fruit. And I promise you, I probably ate all of that. I know I did. Not to mention, here comes lunch, and I'm eating Popeyes, Church's, probably some Chinese food. And then as a snack, I'm going to Bubble Tea House. Okay. When I go to the bubble tea, you can't just get the bubble tea. No, I got to get me some cream wontons to eat with my bubble tea, or some shrimp balls or something, because I can't just drink the bubble tea by itself. All right. Now I'm ready for dinner, and then my dinner is off the chain. It's something with pasta, bread. You know, when you eat pasta, you got to have the bread, and then your pasta got to have protein, protein in it or whatever. And then you got to have the drink, because, honey, I was a Sprite girl back in the day. I used to go to Taco Bell and order me 6 tacos, and I would eat them all. Oh my God. Easy too, right, Charlotte? Because I can remember my Taco Bell order, honey. I would get a Mexican pizza, 2 tacos, and a Mexi Melt. That was my order. With a large Mountain Dew. I got my cart filled with these damn Wild chips. Girl, you better check out. They're good. Cracker Jack says 5 slices of pizza. Jesus. Now I'm a 1 slice of pizza girl. 1 slice of pizza with probably 3 wings, because when we order pizza, we order wings. So I'll do 1 slice of pizza with 3 wings and a Coke Zero. That's my pizza order right now. 1 slice. Charlotte, I don't know if Walmart have them. I'm just trying to think where you can order them from in California. I'm just not familiar with what kind of grocery stores y'all have out there. but they should be at your local grocery store in the protein aisle. Just go to the protein aisle at your local grocery store where you see all the protein drinks and snacks. They're going to be over there. But it's wild with an E at the end. Yeah. Hold on. Let me see, y'all. They're trying to mute you guys. Let me unmute some of y'all. I see they trying to mute some of y'all's. What did PJ say? Charlotte says, I live at Walmart. Okay, hold on, PJ. It don't want to let me unshadow your comment. Let me see if I can read it. Y'all can't see his comment, but I can see it. But they have it like so light. PJ says, I got my NAD. It just came in today. Oh, there it goes. Thank you. I got my NAD. It just came in today. I have 12 months from... Uh-oh. Hold on, baby, because I can't see it. I have the 12-month from the one from before. Literally arrived just now. Wow. So, okay, so the fact that you ordered a 12-month supply lets me know that you love NAD just as much as I do. Because my NAD is on subscription. Oh, you ordered 3 months at a time. Or are you saying they send you 3 months at a time? I think they send you. It comes 3 months. Yeah, it comes 3 months at a time. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I should have did mine that way. Maybe I should have did mine where they send it 3 months at a time. But mine comes once a month here. Like every month I have a few charges off my card from Amble. Yeah, I should. You're right. It is cheaper. I didn't even consider that. I just when it first came out way back, I just put it on subscription and they just draft me. But yeah, you're right. You're right about that. You are so right. I need to switch that. For the 135 people who are in the chat, if you are new here, click this picture. Make sure you're following me. Turn your notification bells on, y'all. It is 9 o'clock, so I'm going to go ahead and go. I got a few things. I have some obligations that I have to do. Y'all know your girl is in MP school now, so I can't stay on long like how I used to. That's why I like for my lives to be super impactful. So if you have any last minute questions, drop it in the chat. PJ says glutathione and they send me 1 month even if I get a year. Oh, it depends on which pharmacy. Wow. Let me tell you something. Amble is very generous because you notice even in your vials always have more medicine in them. I know mine do. Mine do. They do. All of them. My NAD, my LiPo-C, my glutathione. Look here. My glutathione, my GLP-1'S. It just be having extra medicines in them. Always. So for the 126 people who are in the chat, you guys, if you're not yet following me, make sure you're following me here on my backup page and on my primary page. Make sure you pay close attention to the primary page because I'm always going to be posting supplements, you guys. Right now, one of the main supplements that I'm really enjoying in my journey is Be Amazing. Y'all, I love Be Amazing. I love their protein. I love their greens drink. Hona is a new greens supplement company that I just started trying. They have one flavor, but it's a tropical flavor, but it is a fiber. It's a fiber plus digestive enzyme blend. So if you are someone who is experiencing bloating or like you're having a hard time with that feeling of fullness, Hona is for bloating and it's full of fiber. So when you mix that one, it's a little thick, but it's very tolerable because it comes in a tropical flavor. So I've really been enjoying Hona. I like that it's fiber plus greens. I like that. So I thought that was a pretty clever. So you'll be noticing that these supplement companies are starting to get real creative. So there's different things that you can use now. So make sure y'all pay close attention to my primary page because that's what I do over there. I try supplements and post them for you guys. Have you tried? I haven't, Kima. No, I need to order. I need to order their. Let me pin this, y'all. This is another good company, y'all, and it's also black owned, but they have different protein like banana pudding, sweet potato pie, blueberry pie. Like they have like creative protein powders, and people have been raving about it. I think the only reason why I haven't tried them yet, I don't know, I guess I don't know why I haven't tried them yet. I think it's because my algorithm hasn't like
Ooh.
no, I don't want to play. I don't want to play. Y'all, I don't want to play. How do I get off of this off, y'all?
Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on.
Hold on, y'all.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. Ooh.
Hold on, y'all.
Huh?
Can you turn it off?
Ooh.
I don't know how to turn it off, y'all.
Come on, come on, come on.
How do I turn this off?
Arande. Ooh.
Hold on, y'all.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Can you please X off? Y'all, how do I take this man off my screen? Cause clearly he won't leave. He won't leave. Oh, hold on. Wait, you gotta give me access to remove him. Okay, hold on, Kima. Hold on. I know it's time for me to go. Kima, take him off. He just is bored. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. I don't want to delete my live. Let me see. Why can't I just get rid of him? Hold on. I can't unmute him. It don't appear for me either. I gave you access. Kay said, "Ask Trudy." Chelsea said, "How do I feel like?" Oh Lord, Kima, can you come up here? Oh, hold on. Let me see. Let me see. I need my mods to take him down. I don't see you, friend. And he keeps putting a thing up for me to What country is he even in? This is hilarious, y'all. Somebody said, I thought he was carrying a cross. I died. Lord have mercy. It's not AI, y'all. This person is really, multi-guest. Let's go multi-guest. Oh, okay. There you are, Kima. How do I take him off? Oh, boom. Oh my God. Y'all.
Let me turn it. Hold on, let me hang this phone up. Yeah.
Listen. Who said that man was carrying a cross, y'all? That shit was funny. Oh my God.
He had that tree.
Wait,
That what it
in
looked like?
Chelsea, not you talking about that Saeed.
Lord Jesus. Don't do Saeed like that. Don't do a Saeed like that.
Yo. Oh my God. That was hilarious. First of all, how they even got a phone out there where he was in the desert?
Honey. They have everything. Shoot, out there. That's who trended. He got about 10,000 followers. So you know I went to look.
This too much. It's too much.
Mr. Baba was trying to play.
And he was steadily sending me things to like battle. I don't even know what that is. I'm the last person that you want to do that with. Oh God, y'all.
The next time if it happened again, we gonna
It's time for
battle.
me to get off this damn thing. Lord have mercy.
The next time somebody want to battle with you, say, okay, fine. Because all you got to do is your people that's in your life, just keep tapping the screen and giving gifts. That's how you beat. People be making money off of that.
I don't want to battle, child.
Girl.
I don't want to battle. God knows. How he even get up here? That's why I gotta be very careful. When I was trying to scroll, like to check the chat, y'all, it came up as I was touching the screen. That's how he got in here.
Bless his heart.
Was he saying, come on, come on, come on, or was that some music?
He had music playing. Shoot, he was ready. He said you playing, but he was ready. He wanted to smoke.
Who was it that said the man had a cross on his back? That was funny.
Baby, he was carrying that thing. That tree like he was carrying it like he was sweet Jesus. He was.
Y'all are funny. Y'all are hilarious. Well, at least we ended the live on a good note, and I'm definitely gonna upload that to YouTube, honey, because I gotta play that back so I can look at it myself. That was funny. That was funny. Did he win?
No, because y'all wasn't playing. Girl, that stuff be popping up on the screen. My niece be doing that, girl. Oh, Lord.
Oh, God. He kept saying, come on, come on, come on. I'm like, is that the music or is that him?
That's him.
Sorry, y'all. That was my fault. Y'all know I end every live. I will be live tomorrow night, y'all. I gotta go do stuff for school.
Yeah.
Girl, Joe done gave me some things to do, so I got things to do. She said, yeah, he won because he was not. Oh, yeah, he had to be winning. He had to be, because I'm like, sir, we do not want to play. Tomorrow, Johnny, I'll be on live at about 7 o'clock. Okay. So thank you guys so much for getting me up to 66.4K likes in the live, y'all. Thank you for every person who tapped the screen, every person who sent a gift. Y'all know y'all don't never have to send a gift. Just don't have me in here talking to myself, honey. Thank you. It's just me. I appreciate you. Friend. My classes really don't start till January 5th, but I have some things to do for the school. But thank you guys so much. Y'all know, Kima, thank you, friend, for trying to help me out. I don't know why y'all couldn't click the man off.
Girl, I don't know either. I was trying
to everything. At least I thought I did. They didn't even have a button for me to click him off. I'm like, Lord.
Every time I clicked on him, it was saying I was following him. I said, that ain't what I'm trying to do. I don't want to follow Mr. Baba.
Oh, God. So the way I got him off was I wanted to add you to the screen. And when I added you to the screen, he clicked off. So that's how I got him off.
Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah. So y'all know I end every live by saying, don't be moved by what you see. Move what you see by what you say. And always remember that you guys are kings and queens. You live in palaces. You sit on thrones. Honey, you have a crown on your head, whether people can see it or not. People do not have to like how you move in this world, but they must respect you at all times. I love you guys, and I will see you guys on tomorrow.
Bye.